In a world where everyone is trying to be seen, the strongest people are often the quietest ones. They don't post every moment of their lives on social media, and they don't chase likes or attention from others. And interestingly, they usually have more peace, focus, and inner strength than most people. Their silence is not a sign of insecurity. It's a sign that they've moved beyond the need for validation from others. The biggest difference between people who rarely post on social media is that they don't need validation from others to feel valuable. They don't feel the need to constantly update everyone on what they're doing, or turn their lives into a performance for likes and attention. When they achieve something, they enjoy it quietly instead of rushing to prove to the world how successful they are. These people understand that real confidence does not come from compliments or approval. It comes from being genuinely satisfied with themselves, even when nobody is watching. While many people constantly check their phones to see who liked or commented on their posts, they focus on the real life happening outside the screen. They don't live to be noticed, they live to grow. And that calm mindset creates a very different kind of presence. Quiet, but incredibly powerful. People who rarely appear on social media are not disappearing. In fact, they are quietly building their lives while most people are busy showing theirs to the world. While others constantly post updates, they focus on learning new skills, growing their business, making money, and improving themselves every single day. They understand that real success requires deep focus, and every time you get distracted by social media attention, you lose energy that should be going toward your own goals. Mature people don't need to prove that they are making progress. They simply keep working in silence until the results speak for themselves. If you also believe in quietly building your life instead of constantly showing it off, comment 1 below. Many people think quiet and private individuals are lonely or hard to approach. But in reality, they are simply very selective about the energy they allow into their lives. They understand that not everyone deserves full access to their emotions, plans, or personal life. Instead of trying to fit into the crowd, they choose to build their own path. They don't talk too much. They don't post every thought online, and they only show up when it truly matters. Ironically, that sense of mystery is exactly what makes them so attractive and intriguing. Wise people understand that the more mature you become, the more you need to keep part of your life private, because not everything beautiful needs to be displayed for other people's opinions, judgment, or discussion. The truth is, you do not need to be loud to become important. Social media has made many people believe that if they are not constantly visible, they will be forgotten, but truly strong people do not live to keep other people's attention. They focus on building real value instead of creating an image for others to see. A tree does not grow by pulling people over to watch it every day. It quietly grows its roots in the dark before it becomes strong enough to rise high. Human beings are the same. The most important phase of growth often happens when nobody is watching you. Do not be afraid to disappear for a while and focus on yourself. Sometimes the quietest periods of your life are the moments when the biggest transformations are happening. There's something very interesting about quiet people. The less they try to attract attention, the more attractive they often become. That's because their presence does not come from constantly being seen. It comes from the real value they carry inside themselves. They do not need to prove they are special, because the way they live already says everything. In a world where everyone is trying to be noticed, being able to protect your privacy and inner peace has become a rare kind of strength. And sometimes, the person quietly working every single day is the one who will surprise everyone in the future. If you also believe in living quietly without living an ordinary life, comment 1 below. Finally, remember this: your value is not determined by your followers, likes, or how famous you are on social media. Some people post constantly but feel empty inside. And there are also people who live very quietly while building a life that others will one day admire. Sometimes, the best thing you can do for yourself is to step away from the crowd and focus on improving your own life. Learn new skills, make money, take care of your health, strengthen your mindset, and one day, the results will speak so loudly that people cannot ignore them. You do not need to prove anything too early. Just become stronger in silence. If you enjoy content about mindset, self-improvement, and human psychology, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos.